What's up, everybody? Long time no see. And there's a reason for that. I just got back from a long trip and got some things along the way. Hey, I'm Steve. This is Dirty Nails Workshop. So the trip was to Fort Worth, Texas, where my wife's nephew got married, and we were going to drive out and go through Tennessee and Arkansas to get there. But because of the icy and snowy conditions, chose to fly instead. And we picked up a rental vehicle there in Texas and then drove back, driving through Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Alabama, briefly in Georgia, which I didn't know I was going to do, and then Tennessee. And while we were in Tennessee, we stopped at Pigeon Forge and did a few other things there. Then saw some friends of ours outside of Knoxville, and then came back yesterday. So on the way back, I had a decision to make because I was coming up to a split in the road. The first split going right would take me to Winston-Salem, which is on the way home. But GPS was saying, no, you should go north to Bristol. And I had no idea, why am I going north to go east? And it was a long way north. I ended up in Virginia, but GPS isn't mad. It's not trying to correct this move because this is where it took me. And so I did not pick up a tool in Virginia. It wasn't on the itinerary anyway, so it's okay. So anyway, I'm going to get the camera reset up, and I picked up, I sectioned these off into each state, so they're not all mixed up. I know where each of these came from. So just give me a second, and I'll show you what we got. All right, so I got these first few things here in Fort Worth. Got some alligator wrenches. Actually, that might be the alligator. That might be crocodile. I'm trying to learn the difference and the shapes, and if I'm right about that. Anyway, you want to watch Nose for sure because he has been talking about them. So, real quick story. The hotel I was in, I asked where some flea markets were, and the lady said, well, there's one, and the way she described it, it sounded really close, and really it's like a mile away, so it was close. But she said, now, that's kind of a sketchy place, so if you go, you might want to carry some protection. And, well, I flew out, so I didn't have any protection with me then. So it said it opened up at 7 a.m. in the morning, so I went out there at 7:15. There were some people out there standing at this window talking to somebody inside. And and this was on a Friday, and when I walked up to the window, I'm looking. I mean, there ain't nobody inside. Everything is covered up with tarps and everything. It was mostly an inside flea market, but it was still open, if that makes sense. Like you can stand outside, and because of the huge doors and the way they had it set up, basically the walls were fences, so you could see inside. But the guy said, "We're open now." When I asked, but I didn't see anybody, and what he meant was, I guess he thought I was a vendor, and it was open for me to go in and set up. So then he said, "No, it's just Saturday and Sunday." So I went Saturday. It was probably 30 degrees or cooler outside, and there was one vendor, and he told me he's probably going to be the only one there because the weather doesn't bother him, and of course he didn't have any tools, and so. He did tell me about this next place, which I already knew about and was going. So I did survive the trip, and I can't state whether or not it's actually sketchy or not. But anyway, so this one is I'm trying to read it and keep this in frame. Hold on. The S&T. S&T wrench, I guess. I don't know. This one, it's someone had cleaned it up. Probably the guy that sold it. And so I like the texture that I think that was original, but as you can see, something has happened to it along the way and has obscured a lot of what this used to look like. I hate that, but anyway, it still occupies the same space as that wrench what it used to fill. Anyway, sorry, my words got all messed up. I've been wanting a hand vise. Oh, and I got these for $5. Both of those, a total of $5. But got this hand vise. I've been wanting one, and so this was at the same place, and there's a different vendor at the second where I bought all this, but I can't find who made this yet. I'm going to throw this in some evaporust and work on it, but I still think that if there was a stamp, I hear at one time it's gone now. And I saw somebody with one of these doing a restoration. I can't remember the guy's channel's name, but he sounds English, so he's over in that part of the world. And he had one of these, and there is actually one of these for sale here locally on Marketplace, but that one's missing this jaw section inside. But I think this is, if I'm saying the name right, Bemis and Call. It's another situation where there's a logo there, but the condition of the surface of this metal has gotten deep enough down to where it's hard to see. But when I did a little Google picture, I think that's who makes this. And once I work on cleaning this wrench up, hopefully the words will emerge a little bit better. But very cute little wrench, and not in too bad a shape. Whoever had it didn't abuse it, rather. So the condition of it is just extremely dirty. I got caked in dirt right there. Need to get this cleaned up. So let me just slide these over here. There's still a little bit in sight, but I can go to the next one. All right. Got some stuff from Monroe, Louisiana. Got this 3-in-1. And it's cold, but I feel like it's probably about that full up there. And $5 for that. I've been to other places that I find a lot of these, either empty can or if there's some in it, they charge $15 or $20 or whatever. So price was pretty good for $5. Got some needle nose, channel locks, and notice the actual contour of and the shape of this, and nice and sharp. I have cleaned this up a little bit because it was it's just surface rust all over it, and it was really stiff. So I have put this on a wire wheel, but I'm going to stick it in some evaporust and try to shape that thing up. I haven't found a maker's mark on these slip joints, but it's nicely stamped, made in USA here on both sides. And I've been going inside on these hoping to find something written, but as of yet I can't find anything. So if anybody recognizes it, all these things that I show, if I'm leaving out information, Like, I don't know who made this. If you know who made this based on what this looks like, I'd appreciate it. Someone leaving in the comments who made it. I got something else coming up, and gonna need some help on. Another alligator wrench. Oh, I wish I knew the. It's got bulldog here, and what does that say? V&S? Don't know. But I was wanting these, and of course I see them on Marketplace, but somebody will want $20 for something like that. There, got that for $5. Got all these for $1 a piece, and then did I mention this was in? I got this in Monroe, Louisiana. I can't remember if I said that or not. Anyway, that's a little monkey pipe wrench, and it's hard to hold this, and where you can see it, and I can see it too. I just didn't have the time to clean all these up. I wanted to get this video out, and I can't even. I did read this, and I did know who made it, but I just don't remember, and it's difficult for me to read because the flash rust is coming back from how I had it cleaned before. So I saw this flea market listed in Monroe, and then there was another one, the next one down that's listed. This actually came from the same state, Louisiana. This was West Monroe, Louisiana, that I got these things, which is about maybe from one shop to the next was about 6 or 7 miles. So got this Crestalloy adjustable wrench, 12-inch wrench. It needs cleaning up for sure. It's a little stiff right there, but it's just because it's so dry and caked with junk. Needs a little help. And I got some of these protos with the socket on the end. So I got a 5/8, 9/16, and 11/16. And that was $5. This set here was $10. And what was so nice about this lady, she was closed. I got these on a Monday. She was closed, and but when I asked, I told her what I was doing. I was passing through, and I think, excuse me, I think she was going to be there at the store anyway. I'm not sure, but she allowed me to come in and buy these things just because she knew that she was doing me a favor basically. So I'm going to have to move these around a little bit and get it cleaned up so I can show you some more. All right, so here's one that I told you I was going to need a little help on. This one came from Marion, Mississippi. It's a stamp. Oh, it's on here. I can see it, and I guess hopefully you can. It says Black Hawk. Black Hawk, does it say made in USA? Definitely Black Hawk USA. I think it's supposed to say made in. And T11. So the front, I don't know what this is for. I've tried to Google this, and it just tells me things that are totally, totally wrong about this wrench. So it doesn't look like it's broken or missing anything. It looks like it was made this way. And 3/4 inch there, And so this is about as much maneuvering this will do. So tell me, what was the purpose of this? I think I paid $15 for this, and just because it was the most unusual thing there in the whole shop. The only other thing I wanted from this place was some vice grip pliers. Peterson's made it, and someone had modified it to make it a welding clamp, and she wanted $25, I think, for it, and I was shocked. And I'm like, is that price negotiable? And she said, no, not for that. And so, I mean, it'd been used. I mean, it had little scars on it from, someone having welded with it. So I just said, okay, no, all I'm going to do is get that then. So, anyway, but let me know about this. Whatever information you got on this, man, would be greatly appreciated. All right, so Mississippi. Now, okay, we're at the here in Alabama now. Now I know this isn't a tool, but I got this at the where I got these other tools, and I know it's just a hole punch, but this, I mean, it automatically just, it looks old. And I was trying, I can get this to come in focus. It's hard to even see it, looking up to it, of who made it. Let's see if my magnifying glass will help much. Probably help if I clean this too. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I'd be able to do something clever here and on camera. Sprantard? Looks like SPR. I can't tell. Anyway, old hole punch. This still I still have the tag on it. $5 for this bevel here, and the blade is in pretty rough shape. Whatever was written on here is gone. Now I'm going to find it. I've looked here on the end, hoping that if I polished it, a name would be revealed. But I could just tell based on this handle, or this lever to loosen it, that this was old. So if you recognize who made this, is this a Stanley or did someone else make this? I'm not sure. And then these were kind of hidden, just some wire strippers, but got this for $1. And Belden, number 7500, but in pretty good shape. I mean, it's a little bit of surface rust, but nothing really bad. Don't know how old these are. Maybe something out of the 50s or 60s. I can't tell. Could be newer than that, but it just, with the way the stamping is and the metal here, just looks old. All right, so now, let me show you this last crazy Georgia tool. I need to pause it just for a second. Okay, so we're going up the highway. We keep seeing these signs for Chattanooga, for probably 100 miles away. And we're finally getting close to Chattanooga. And it's raining pretty heavily, and there's heavy traffic. So we keep passing these trucks, and of course, the water that the tires, kick up in addition to the rain. I mean, it's really a miserable ride. And we've been on the road for a long time. So we're going from Jackson, Mississippi to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So it's a good little trek. And we see a sign, "Welcome to Georgia." And I didn't know I was going to go through Georgia. And I'm like, hold up. Why are we in Georgia? So my wife says she thought she had talked to someone who said it's like a really short distance through Georgia that you'll go through. And so we weren't concerned about it because GPS isn't freaking out that we're going the wrong way. But we needed some gas. I pulled over at this exit, and across the street from this gas station was a Dollar General. All right, so stick with me. And she needed some batteries. So while I was inside, I knew I wasn't going to find a flea market in Georgia at 6 o'clock at night. So that was open. And so I went to the automotive section. There were some tools there. And I didn't get the tools. I'm not getting any China mess. But I figured I could use this somewhere along the way. So you guys already know I did a little tool haul thing from Walmart when I got that little container that I could use in the shop. And this was in the tool section. So this qualifies, my mind at least, my tools, my rules, like DJ says, as my Georgia unplanned tool haul. So there you go. All right, let me pause this again so I can move this out and show you the Tennessee run. All right, this came from Sevierville, Tennessee. Got it some Pennins Corporation. I'm saying that right. Got it for $1. The slip joint, Danielson's slip joint pliers. Got little A's, little pitting. Not going to be much I can do with that. But still not in bad shape. Destro Crescent, 1/2 inch and 7/16. Got a Herbrand double open end. I don't know if I know who made this, but it just looks old. And this is actually the first thing I saw on the shelf, I think, is this right here. So for $1, can't beat it. Definitely going to hold on to this and use this instead of the other more newer ones I have. Got an SK driver, and it's missing all the pieces that were inside, and not even sure this one goes with this, but it did when I bought it. So I think eventually I'll find some bits to go up there. So got an American Harvester, wrench here. This one I paid a little more for. Trying to remember. It was either 15 or around 20 or so. So I got that wrench. I've already had this one from American Harvester. So, but man, look at the difference in the shape of the handles there, and such. But if anyone knows about American Harvester and about what date range they made this on or in, Z786, but it's been used pretty good, not too bad. That other one that I just showed you was way more abused than this one was. And uh-oh, I dropped a piece out of it. But a little screwdriver. It's really difficult to see the wording up top. It says screwball. Screwball ratchet drive. And SAV SAV tool. If I'm reading all that correctly. And so this is what I just lost. You can put your pieces in there. And there's another piece here. Little Phillips. And there. And when the selector switch for the which direction you want, when that's covering that switch, the rest of these are blocked off where you're not supposed to lose them. Got this for $1. I thought that was pretty good. So I stopped at the this particular flea market on the way to my friend, just in case he wasn't able to go, and but we did go, and I'm getting ready to show you that run. So I actually picked up a bunch of stuff from Tennessee. So this is the first half of it. Stand by, I'll show you some more. All right, there was a whole box full of sockets, and this one looked the most different, and I put it on a wheel. And the only thing I see on here is Japan. Where'd it go? Japan, and then maybe help if I put it the right way. 5/8. So, don't know if this is a fuller, but it's got that shape attachment. So, and this, for its size, a little bit heavy. So, if this isn't a fuller, someone could let me know. This was 50 cents. I got that for $1. I mean, but this was 50 cents. I was hoping I could clean this and find a name on this collar here, but if there is one, you can't see it anymore. But for 50 cents, I figured, why not? And this screwdriver has no name whatsoever on it, but I was looking at the detail that they put on this, which they didn't have to do, and just the feel of the handle. It's really nice, and it's a little bit of attention's going to need to be put on getting this tip back right. Looks like somebody broke it, and then they tried to flatten it out a little bit to keep using it. But this was the first place that my friend took us to, and I got those. And the rest of this came from the Restore in that area. And I was surprised at some of the stuff that I got there. I mean, this isn't any real big deal, but for $1, I'm always needing these. So I picked that up. These two wrenches came in a set. Don't know anything about RAM. I'm guessing it's not made here in the States, but I bought it for this. Pretty nice wrench, 3/4 and 5/8, and so I was happy about that. Saw these slip joints. This Murphy's. If I can get this to focus in right, where you can see it. I tried to look this up in the store, and to see, about the time frame these were made. What does that say there? Japan. Okay. So I didn't see that before, but so this might be a junk pair of pliers. I'm not sure, but be that as it may, got this John Deere wrench. I think this was $1. 9/16 on both sides there. And so all of these wrenches were all in one little bag. So, I mean, definitely an old wrench there. There's that one. Yeah, man, this thing is, you can tell that there's something printed on the side, but it's so smooth, it's very difficult to make out what it says. But I'm getting to the whole reason. I bought these for a reason. Well, if I get it the right direction. Just made in USA, no name on this one. But the reason I bought the bag was for this crescent wrench. Diamond & Caulk, Horseshoe Company. Obviously, it's going to need some cleanup, but it moves. So I think this is going to clean up really nice. And got these Allen wrenches. One from Downers Grove, Illinois, the Ames, and this Chesco from Upland, Pennsylvania. And these pouches are in pretty decent shape. This last thing is mainly, hopefully, I'm going to slide this back just a little bit. This isn't a tool per se, but it's going to make some good desk art. It says Westinghouse made this, but I don't see anything that says Westinghouse on it. I haven't done any research on it, on who that is yet, but it just screams being old. So maybe with if promotion comes my way where I have my own little office now instead of where I work, this will be nice to put on a shelf or something. Pay $20 for that, but I don't know. I think that's worth it. And I haven't calculated all of this. But that's everything I got on my little tool haul, on all my states. I would imagine I've got about $60 or $70 or 80, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, but all those that just counted for $1, it really made it affordable and got some cool items too. So, wow, I've gone 35 minutes with all this. I appreciate your indulgence. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Those who have, I appreciate it so much. Those who've added comments, man, I've got such good comments about stuff from you guys, and it means a whole lot, helping me learn, helping me stay on my game, and it makes this effort of making these videos worthwhile. So thank you again. Y'all have a good one.